Hello everyone, welcome back. Solving two equations is easy until one of them got a square power. So today, in this video, we will take up on curves and lines colliding step by step, and you will notice that nonlinear systems are not as scary as they sound. So without wasting time any further, let's do some math. In this video, we will cover nonlinear simultaneous equations. Before that, let's check what are linear simultaneous equations. So linear simultaneous equations are the equations when you have two equations given to you and both are linear. And what do we get when we solve it? We get the value of x and y. And where are those x and y values are actually? So let's try to figure that out first before we start solving nonlinear equations. So when you have two linear equations, let's say 4x plus 3y equals to 18, just for example, if we will sketch this line, roughly we can say that we'll get a line like this. Roughly we can say that we'll get a line like this. And the other one, if we solve the other equation, we'll get another line like this, for example. Let's say like this. So the point of intersection gives you the value of x and y. When you solve this equation either by elimination method or by substitution method or even by graphical method, those x and y value is actually this x and y, which is the point of intersection. Similarly, in case of nonlinear equations, when you have two equations out of which one is linear and another one is nonlinear, and for example you have an equation x square plus y square is equals to 13, or x square any, let's say, or you have a parabola, a quadratic equation with a parabola, for example, let's say like this, and another one is a line which is, for example, let's say like this. So in that case you get four solutions, not just two solutions like the linear simultaneous equations. In case of non-linear simultaneous equations, you always get four solutions because one is non-linear and another one is linear. There is a possibility both of them can be non-linear, but in our syllabus in IGCSE Mathematics, we have one non-linear and one linear. So in that case, you get 2 point of intersection, this and this. So you get two solutions, x1, y1 and x2, y2. With this, let's try to solve the questions. Let's start with question number 1. It says, solve the simultaneous equations. We have x square plus y square equals to 13 and x equals to y minus 5. So in this case, we are going to use substitution method. We already have the value of x. Let's substitute the value of x from second equation to the first equation, and we can write it as y minus 5 the whole square plus y square is equals to 13. So y minus 5 the whole square, we can apply the identity, that is a minus b the whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So use this identity to expand this. So we will get y square minus 10y plus 25 plus this y square equals to 13. So we can transpose 13 this side and we can write minus 13 equals to 0. So y square plus y square will become 2y square minus 10y, and 25 minus 13 is going to be 12, which is equals to 0. Now we can divide the entire equation by 2 because we have 2 as a common factor that we can take. So we can write y square minus 5y plus 6 equals to 0. Now we have a quadratic equation. Now we have to find the value of y. We have to find two different values of y. We can use any method. We can use factorization method or we can use quadratic formula. So we have 6. So let's check, can we use factorization method? The factor of 6 is going to be 2 and 3. So we can use actually 2 and 3. So y square, we can write minus 2y minus 3y plus 6 equals to 0. So basically from here we will get, because it's negative 2 and negative 3, we can write y minus 2 and y minus 3 equals to 0. And from here we will get y equals to 2 and another y equals to 3. So now we have two different values of y. We can call it y1 and this as y2. And let's find the value of x1 and x2. So we already have the equation x equals to y minus 5. Let's substitute the value of y1 and y2 in this equation to get the value of x1 and x2. So if we need to find x1, let's substitute the value of y1, that is 2. So 2 minus 5. So x1 is going to be negative 3. And if we want to find x2, let's substitute the value of y2, that is 3 minus 5. So x2 will become minus 2. So this is the answer. If we want to write in terms of coordinates, we can write x1, y1, that is negative 3 and 2. This is the solution. And another solution is negative 2 and 3. This is the other solution. So this is the solution of the given simultaneous equation, out of which one is linear and another one is non-linear. With this, let's move on to next question. I hope this is helpful to you guys and you guys are able to understand this. I mean the explanation. If you have any doubts, any queries, if there's something that you want to ask, you can write it in the comment section and I will surely reply back to you. I also suggest you guys should have a pen and paper and try to solve the question with me. Now question number 2, we have x square plus y square equals to 17 and y equals to x minus 3. So you can pause the video here and try to solve the question by yourself and come back again and check your answer. So now what we can do, we can substitute the value of y from second equation to the first equation and we can write it as x square plus x minus 3 the whole square. I'm taking the value of x minus 3 from the second equation and substituting this value of y in the first equation, and that's how I'm writing x minus 3 the whole square, which is equals to 17. Now we have x square plus x minus 3 the whole square going to be x square minus 6x plus 9. Transpose this 17 to the other side, minus 17, which is equals to 0. So now we have 2x square minus 6x, 9 minus 17, which is going to be minus 8. Now again, each term have a number with 2 as a common factor, so we can divide the entire equation by 2 in LHS and RHS. So we will get x square minus 3x minus 4 equals to 0. Now can we solve this using factorization method? We have 4. We need minus 4. So let's say 4. 4 definitely 2 and 2, 2 and 1. Can we use 4 and 1? Let's check. Can I use x square minus 4x? I can use minus 4 and plus 1. That is possible. Minus 4 into 1. That is also possible. So basically minus 4 plus minus 4x plus x minus 4 equals to 0. So from here we will get x minus 4 and x plus 1 equals to 0. From here we will get the value of x equals to 4 and the other value of x equals to negative 1. Let's mark it as x1 and x2 and try to find the value of y1 and y2. So we have y equals to x minus 3. So we'll use this equation to find the value of y1 and y2 with the value of x1 and x2. So x1 is 4. So y1 is going to be 4 minus 3. So y1 will be 1. x2 is 2. So y2 is going to be, x2 is negative 1, sorry. So y2 is going to be negative 1, negative 3. That's how y2 is going to be negative 4. And if we want to write it in terms of coordinates, we can write x1, x1, y1, that is 4 and 1, and x2, y2, that is negative 1 and negative 4. So that's the answer, these two coordinates. Let's move on to the next question quickly. Question number 3, it says solve the simultaneous equation x squared plus y squared equals to 34, x minus y equals to 2. So now let's rearrange the second equation and write it as x equals to 2 plus y. We can also write it as x equals to y plus 2. And let's substitute the value of x from second equation to the first equation. So this is going to be y plus 2 the whole square plus y square equals to 34. So we have y square plus 4y plus 4 plus y square minus 34 equals to 0. So y square plus y square is going to be 2y square plus 4y minus 34 equals to 0. Let's try to check this now. Divide the whole equation in LHS and RHS by 2 because each term have a number which has a common factor 2. we will get y square plus 2y minus 17 equals to 0. Now with 17, we cannot find those two factors, so this time we have to use quadratic formula method. So for which, let's try to find the value of y. So y is going to be minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So let's check. Y is going to be minus b, that is minus 2, plus minus under root of 2 square minus 4 into a, that is 1, into c, that is negative 17, whole divided by 2a. So it is going to be 2 only. So minus 2 plus minus under root of, this is going to be 2 square plus 4 into 17, and the answer is 72, and then whole divided by 2, root 72. So root of 72, under root of 72 is 6 root 2. So we have minus 2 plus minus 6 root 2 divided by 2. We can clearly see that we have 2 as a common factor in LHS and RHS. So we can write it as y is equals to minus 1 plus minus 3 root 2. So one of the solution is going to be y1 is going to be minus 1 plus 3 root 2, and then we can, so this is the exact answer if you want to write, or if you want to write it in terms of decimals, then it is going to be minus 1 plus 3 root 2, then it is going to be y1. Coordinates we should write in exact form. I'm just trying to convert it in decimal form. So y1 is going to be 3.24. With y1, let's try to find the value of x. So x1. So x1 is going to be y, which is minus 1 plus 3 root 2 plus 2. So this will become, x1 will become 1 plus 3 root 2, which can be written in decimal. So 1 plus 3 root 2. If they have asked us to write the answer in decimal, correct up to 2 decimal place. So x1 is going to be 5.24. So can be written as 5.242. So 24. This is going to be x1. This is our x1, and this is our y1. Let's try to find y2 now. So y2 is going to be minus 1 minus 3 root 2. And if you want to write it in terms of decimal, then minus 1 minus 3 root 2, which is going to be minus 5.24, minus 5.24. And if you want to write down the value of x2, that is going to be y plus 2. So y is minus 1 minus 3 root 2 plus 2. So this x2 will become 1 minus 3 root 2. And in decimal, the value is 1 minus 3 root 2, which is minus 3.24. So minus 3.24. This is the answer. So that's how we have 4 solutions: y1, x1, y2, and x2 value. With this, I hope this was easy to understand. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. We have two equations, x square plus y square equals to 20 and 3x equals to 2 minus y. So we can write down the second equation as 3x plus y equals to 2, and then y equals to 2 minus 3x. So this is the value of y substituted in the first equation. So we can write it as x square plus y square as 2 minus 3x the whole square equals to 20. So let's write down x square plus a square, which is 4, minus 2ab. So 2 into 2, 4 3s are 12x, plus b square. So minus 3 square is going to be 9x square, minus 20 equals to 0. So we have 10x square minus 12x minus 16 equals to 0. Now again, in all the three terms we have numbers, and 2 is a common factor. So we can write 5x square minus 6x minus 8 equals to 0. How are we getting this? We are dividing the entire equation in LHS and RHS by 2, and that's how we are getting this. 5x square minus 6x minus 8. So let's check whether factorization method is possible or not. So we have to find the factors of 40. That is going to be 2 20 times, 2 10 times, 2 5 times, and 5 1 time. So 5 into 2 10, 10 and 4. 10 and 4 is a possibility, but how? Minus 10 and plus 4, possible. Minus 10 and plus 4 is possible. So we can write 5x square minus 10x plus 4x minus 8 equals to 0. From here we can take 5x common and we can write x minus 2. From here we can take 4 common and we can write x minus 2 equals to 0. So from here we will get x minus 2 as a factor, and another factor is 5x plus 4 equals to 0. That's how x is equals to 2 and another x is equals to minus 4 by 5. So these are the two values of x. Let's find two different values of y. So y1 will be 2 minus 3 times x1. x1 is 2. So we'll get y1 as 2 minus 6. So y1 is equals to minus 4. y2 will be 2 minus 3 times x2. x2 is minus 4 by 5. So this is going to be 2 plus 12 by 5. So 5 to the 10, 10 plus 12 is 22, 22 by 5. So we can write y2 ultimately in decimal, 22 divided by 5, that is 4.4. So 4.4 is the answer. This is y2. So this is x1, x2, and this is our y1 and y2, and that's the solution. Let's move on to the next question. And the last question, question number 5, it says solve the simultaneous equations. We have 2x square minus y square equals to 14 and 3x plus 2y equals to 3. Let's rewrite the second equation as 2y equals to 3 minus 3x, and then y equals to 3 minus 3x divided by 2. So now we have to substitute the value of y, which is a fraction. Don't worry, we can solve this as well. So 2x square minus y, that y square, that is 3 minus 3x by 2 the whole square equals to 14. First things first, let's write down 2x square minus 3 minus 3x the square divided by 2 square separately, which is equals to 14. So this can be written as 2x square minus square the numerator. So we have a square, which is 3 square, that is 9, minus 2ab. So 2 into, so 3 into 3, 9, ab into 2. So 9 into 2, 18, 18x plus minus 3x square, which is 9x square, whole divided by 2 square, that is 4, minus 14 equals to 0. And now let's bring 14 later this side. So this is equals to 14. Now let's do cross multiplication. 4 to the 8x square. Now open the bracket, minus 9 plus 18x minus 9x square whole divided by 4 equals to 14. So now what we can do, we can write 8x square minus 9x square is going to be minus x square plus 18x minus 9, which is equals to 14 into 4, that is 56. So now we have, let's transpose the entire LHS to RHS. So we can write it down as x square minus 18x plus 9 plus 56 equals to 0. So this is going to be x square minus 18x, 56 plus 9, that is 65, plus 65, which is equals to 0. Now we have to find the solution, the value of x. So we can use quadratic formula here. So x equals to minus b, that is going to be 18 plus minus under root of b square, so negative 18 square minus 4 into a into c. A is 1, whole divided by 2a, that is 2. Let's solve this in calculators. We'll get 18 plus, I'll take the plus value first, under root of minus 18 square minus 4 into a into c, so 4 into 65, bracket close. This is the answer, 26. I'm getting 26 divided by 2, and that's 13. So I'm getting the value of x equals to 13 when I took the positive value. That's x1. Let's take x2. Let's try to find the x2 value. So I'm writing 18 minus under root of minus 18 square minus 4 into 65, bracket close. Answer is 10 divided by 2, so 5. So x2 is 5. So this is the x1, x2 value. We still have to find the y1, y2 value. So y1 is going to be 3 minus 3 times x1, that is 13 divided by 2. So 13 into 3, 39. 3 minus 39 going to be minus 36. Minus 36 by 2 is going to be minus 18. So y1 will be 18 when x1 is 13 and x2 is 5. So let's check. Y2 will be 3 minus 3 times 5 divided by 2. So this is going to be 3 minus 15, which is going to be minus 12. Minus 12 divided by 2 is going to be minus 6. So y2 is minus 6. If we have to write down the answer in terms of coordinates, then x1, x2 is going to, x1 and y1 is going to be 13, 18, and x2 is going to be 5, and y2 is going to be minus 6, and that's the answer. These are the values: x1, y1, x2, and y2. With this, we are done with all the questions. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you find this helpful, do consider sharing it with your friends so they can also study finally. Do subscribe the channel if you find this useful and meaningful and helpful to you. With this, we are done with the solving non-linear simultaneous equation. That's all for the video. Bye everyone.